And pardon our dust. Some neighbors of a local cement factory are finally getting answers about a mysterious substance.
Good to have you with us here for Local 4 News at 6. A family living in Southwest Detroit tipped us off to a problem that they've had with their brand new car.
They live on Day Street in Southwest Detroit. That's right across from the St. Mary's cement plant.
Rod Maloney live now, and you went looking for answers, Rod.
Yeah, Devin, you know, this is one of those things. Detroit is still a vast industrial area. And so one of the concerns for some residents in the area of the plant is what is it that's on their cars and what's going to get done about it. This 2017 Honda Civic looks anything but new, and its owner, Ashley Sabin, says that she and her husband washed it Sunday.
We took it to get it washed. We noticed it was still filthy, so my husband took it to the self one, and it was still, he thought if he would do it himself and take his time, that it would get off, and it was still on there. They do live just yards away from the St. Mary's concrete plant. It's that huge complex you see going north on I-75 coming into the city, and say that they have not seen anything like this before. Pour water on the dusty crust and it refuses to disappear. So yesterday, Ashley's husband paid St. Mary's a visit and received differing stories about what's going on and whether the plant is responsible. They remain concerned. Is it a chemical? Is it hazardous? And is it going to ruin the paint on the car? It's a brand new car. Like, we don't want to keep scrubbing and then it rubs the paint off or scratches it. Local 4 contacted St. Mary's and received a statement acknowledging the meeting with Ashley's husband. Quote, "We looked into it and found that the timing did correspond with a period of time when dust was released during the course of performing a routine maintenance procedure. While we haven't ruled out construction on I-75 as a contributing factor, we provided a solution to Mr. Sabin and even offered to have his car completely detailed," end quote. Now, I just called and spoke to Ashley a few minutes ago, and she is aware now of the response from the company, and she says that she's happy to hear it, although she and her husband are sort of weighing what their next move is before they decide where to go next. Back to you.
Rod, interesting that the statement mentioned the I-75 construction downriver.
Mm-hmm. Well, because when you go out their front door, you can see I-75 and the Rouge construction being done. But one of the things that they point out is that the construction that's being done is the demolition. They're taking out cement and not making cement. And they figure that that dust that would be done coming from the I-75 project probably isn't going to perform like what they have on their cars. They're not sure. And so everybody's sort of trying to figure out where that all ends up.
Which they need to do, because that is a long project in the works, as we know. Yeah, all right, Rod. Well, this is a story, by the way, that came in through a tip from a viewer, just like you. If you've got something you think we should check out, reach out to us with an email, news@wdiv.com, or you can go to clickondetroit.com/contact.